Okay, hi again, everyone. Welcome to Rock Bottom with Rhoda and Dan. Oh man, another wonderful election last night in Virginia.
Yeah. So far, it's wonderful. We hope it stays wonderful.
This had everything to do with gerrymandering again.
Again. Revisited. Yes. This was the Virginia gerrymandering thing, which we wanted to pass. It went before the public. They did an amendment to get that out there, so they could do. Normally, gerrymandering is done after a census, which is done every 10 years. Mm-hmm. And it's done to find out how your population is, because your population might have grown. They try to shrunk, and they try to keep each district with the same number of people. I mean, not exactly the same, but close to it, same number of people. So each group of people has one representative, and it's pretty equal. And so that's why they do that during the census, because then they can find out, like we're from Michigan, there are a lot of snowbirds that move to Florida after they retire. We're not them, but no. Nothing against, well, there are some things against Florida, but it's way too hot for us. It just, we're in April in Michigan and we're dying. So Florida in the summertime, it just will not work for us. So anyway, a lot of people do go to Florida though, and so their population changed and our population changed because we lose people and they gain people. So that's why every 10 years they do another thing, because otherwise we might have a representative that's doing a lot fewer people than the districts next to it. So they have an equal number, like this few people are getting the same more representation than the ones with a bunch of people. So Florida would be getting less because they have a huge district that maybe should be cut in half and have 2 representatives.
Right.
So that's why they normally do it every census year. Donald Trump wanted to have Texas do it right now.
Yeah.
Because he says you should have more people voting Republican in Texas. So obviously you're not being representative well. So you need to fix it.
Yeah.
Now, gerrymandering is taking, without the census, you don't know what you're doing, but you can look at the previous election and say, hey, this county, this district voted Democrat. Well, we know that's not right. I mean, we're just assuming that's not right. So we need to put more Republicans in there. Or that's called let's see. There's cracking, and there is cracking and packing.
Right.
Packing is like if you had a group of people that was mostly Democrats in a certain position, you could sit there and you can make the district all Democrats, but then make all the little ones around it Republicans. So the Democrats are going to win that by 90%. But you put more Republicans in these other Democratic areas, then the Republicans are going to win. They might only win by 55%, but they'll win.
Right.
So they might, instead of having like 2 districts that are normally Democratic people,
right,
you're going to have 5 districts, and 4 of them are going to be Republican and at 55%, and 1 Democrat at 95%. So even though, and you got to think, it's not just to the benefit of the Democrats to have more, have those 2 extra districts. What about the 5% of Republicans that are being represented by somebody they don't want? And they're never going to get who they want either. So, you got to think about everybody. So well, yeah, I know. And that's packing. Cracking is when you have like this huge city, and it's predominantly Democrat. And I'm only using this because Donald Trump wanted them to redistrict Texas so he can get 4 or 5 more representatives. So 6. Okay, 6.
No, seats. I mean.
Oh, seats, right.
Right.
Yes. So 4 or 5 more seats. So he specifically said that you need to do this so we get more seats.
Right.
And Governor Abbott said sure, and in his
which was never a question.
In his state Congress said, yeah, sure, we'll do that.
All right.
So
they did that. They brought that up last July.
Yes. And this was just something that they did, that the representatives did.
No voting.
No voting. No voting by the public.
Right.
Their representatives said it.
Right.
Now, what they did was more or less, both of them, packing and cracking. That's when you have like a huge mass of people, and you divide it up. So, and that's where the gerrymandering came in, because that gerrymandering is like an ancient serpent.
Right.
And so these districts look like serpents because you try to get all the Republicans in here and just a little bit of Democrats. And then you take the Democrats out of the center. Yeah, or vice versa. You take the Democrats out of the center, and instead of having a few districts that have all Democrats, you have a huge amount, like 10 districts with just a little bit of Democrats. And so the Republicans win. Now, doing this without a census, you're going by the previous election, which maybe at that time, maybe they hasn't changed, but you don't know that they haven't changed. So they are kind of flying blind. They might be making up a bunch of new districts that they assume are going to have a lot of Republicans and they're going to win. They might be screwing themselves, because you might, instead of having a huge Republican district, you're going to be splitting this up and adding Democrats to it, and you might screw up and add too many Democrats, and you might lose that. And another thing, doing it this way, like every 10 years, it's a little less chaotic. Doing it during the mid-season, that was 5 years ago, so the previous 5 years you voted here. Well, now you're going to be voting. You're going to go to the poll, and they're going to say, "No, you don't belong here anymore. You belong over there." And they're trying to change the registration, so you might not be able to vote if you don't keep up with this stuff. I mean, we're kind of political holics, I guess. Yeah, we keep up with this stuff, and we work elections, and so that kind of thing. We know these things, but and I know there's some of you out there saying, "Oh, you guys aren't that bright," but and we aren't. We're not saying we're experts in this stuff, but we keep up.
We know what we know. We don't know everything there is to know about everything.
No,
but we certainly know what goes on with elections.
Okay? Right, and I mean, for me, he's been involved in elections for like 10 years now, and I'm just new at this stuff. But before that, I kind of kept up with things. But I know from relatives and friends that I'm kind of a freak when it comes to that kind of thing. So anyway, yes, and I know I've learned a lot more since I've gotten involved in actually working the elections. So anyway, so since Donald Trump did that, and he was very brazen about it. I mean, I think it was even a Truth Social that he asked.
Well, he told Greg it was a phone call, and he said, "Greg, I need more seats," and so all of a sudden it got done.
It got done.
Let me just explain.
Yes.
That it never ever took place from voters.
Okay? No, they had nothing to do with it.
With the voters, they pushed it through. Bingo, bango, and it's done.
Yeah.
This was done. Has it been on the ballot twice now? Once in California and once yesterday in Virginia.
Yeah.
And it passed.
So, and the one time that I think in Indiana, the Republicans put it on the ballot, and it didn't pass. So
and it failed.
So it does make a difference having the voters vote for these things.
Sure. If you're going to do something that I don't want to say sneaky.
But it wasn't sneaky, but it was right out in the open. But don't expect everybody to lay back and say, "Yeah, screw us over."
Absolutely.
It's not going to happen. Not this time, anyway.
But what Donald Trump doesn't understand is that people are pissed off. They're tired of him. They're tired of the stuff.
Yeah.
that he's dishing out. Yeah. They are finding more and more people are finding him corrupt. And they're just plain tired of it. So Virginia decided they're going to bring it up to the voters. And
now, I know some people are confused because, especially in Virginia, they had a block of people, a pact, sort of, to pay for commercials against gerrymandering, and they used President Obama as a spokesman for it. Now, President Obama years ago said, "No, gerrymandering is a bad thing." He said, "Vote against it because it's not fair. It's not fair. No matter who does it, it's not fair." But this year, he said, "Listen, we got to fight fire with fire," or words to that effect.
Yeah.
And so they took what he said years ago and played that so people would think, "Oh, okay, Obama's against it." But he wasn't. This time, and that's the way the Democrats are saying, "Listen, we got to do it, and we're going to do it so that the voters get to decide."
Sure.
It wasn't just, "Oh, we're going to pass this because we have a Democratic Congress and a Democratic governor, so we'll just get it through and we'll push it through. Let's vote on it," and they did. So in California and in Virginia, they passed it.
Now,
so
with California, it was a huge. I mean, they knew shortly after the polls closed what was going to happen. Okay?
Yeah.
They knew.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. It was very tight in Virginia.
It was.
It was still up in the air. They didn't know.
And a lot of Democrats are still iffy on that because it's
I'm
like,
not
do we want it? It's something like, do we want to get into this? But do we want to sit back and be the only ones that aren't doing it?
Well,
it's
absolutely.
like,
we as Democrats have tried that over and over and over and over again. And every single time we played by the books, we got kicked in the teeth.
Yeah.
And then laughed at. All right.
Yeah.
So when the Republicans now are saying, "Oh, we need to do this. We need a few more seats."
Yeah, and
it's fine for them to do it. It's not fine when the Democrats
but they don't like when we do it. Yeah. There was a judge. There's a judge in Virginia he's been against it for the last like 2 times before this came up for the vote. They had gone to this judge and tried to get him to stop it. He did. He tried 2 times. His reasons for wanting to stop it, he said that there's a 2-step rule in Virginia. A constitutional amendment must be passed by 2 separate sessions of the General Assembly with the House of Delegates election in between. So you have to pass it and then have an election and then the new people pass it.
Right.
Now, they said that didn't really happen because when they passed it the first time, early voting had already started on the next election. So he said that there wasn't really an election in between because the early voting had started. And then the other one, Republicans are the plaintiffs in this. They brought suits against this.
Yes.
That they improperly used a special session because it was originally called for budget disputes to pass they use that to pass the redistricting measure. I'm having trouble talking today. Anyway, that violates the legislator's own procedural rules. Which that's a procedure. I don't know that. And then there's a 90-day notice that they require a 90-day public notice period before an amendment vote, and he didn't think that they had met this for the April 21st election. This all went through because it was appealed. It went through because the election did go through. We had it yesterday. The Virginia Supreme Court said, we're going to allow the vote, and then we'll do the legal battles after the results are in, which I don't really understand. But anyway, so he right away today he said that he's calling an end to this. He's saying that the State Board of Elections can't make the results official. So apparently it's going to go through the Supreme Court again. I mean, the Virginia Supreme Court again. And then so they'll decide whether or not this is going to go.
Here's the bottom line, though. I mean, here's the bottom line.
So they're pretty much telling the voters that, your vote.
We don't care what you want.
We don't care what you want. We're gonna.
So if this would have been a Republican deal,
that's one of the things that the Democrats are accusing the Republicans of judge shopping, because they went to a district that is very much Republican stronghold. So,
absolutely they are. Absolutely. All right, because right after the election last night, then the whining starts, all right?
Yeah.
The whining starts, the tears start.
And we hear from the big guy,
And Donald J. Dumbass Trump post a rigged election took place last night. Now this was apparently this afternoon, but he started doing that last night as well. But anyways, in a great Commonwealth of Virginia, all day long Republicans were winning. The spirit was unbelievable. All right, unbelievable. They were winning all flippin' day. I mean, how he would know that they were winning all day is beyond me, because they didn't start counting ballots until 8 o'clock, dumbass. But anyways, mail-in ballots. He's crying about mail-in ballots, and oh my God, read the crap. It's just insanity.
Well, if you looked at the map last night, which we did, yes, all the rural districts got in right away, or counties got in right away, not districts, because they usually, the map is all of the townships and the counties and that type of thing. All the rural ones got in right away. Well, we live in a rural county, and ours gets counted right away too, because we don't have very many people.
It can honestly be said, and probably argued and won, that in the out-county areas in any state,
and that maybe, we're making a generalization, but
that out-county areas, that's probably going to go Republican. Whatever, they seem to be more conservative. You get into the bigger cities, as the election was coming in, the results were coming in. I was going. They had a thing on there that you could go township to township, and so I went down.
Some of them had like 500 and some people, or it's like you can't really.
When you look on the map, you're saying, well, look at this. It's all red. 3 people over here, 5 people over here. Then over in this county,
we exaggerate, but yes.
300,000 people.
And it's going to take a little bit longer to count 300,000 people than it is to count 3 people.
Absolutely. So when they start coming in, and all day they were winning, winning big. It was. The spirit was unbelievable.
Yes.
The spirit was unbelievable.
I know.
So anyways, he started pissing and or moaning, and I'm not sure if he started pissing and moaning before or after he read his Bible story.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We should have.
So I'm not,
yeah,
I'm not sure
because
I don't think you're supposed to piss and or moan before the Bible story. I think you can after. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
but
well, in the Bible story, he played God too. I don't know. That's but
he?
yes,
Why
I
wouldn't
get that.
Why
yeah,
wouldn't he?
yeah, and he was doing it from the Oval Office.
So anyway, he starts pissing and moaning and blah blah blah. It's unfair. I'm telling you, every single person out there, all three of you, you watch, because November, everything is going to be faked. Everything's going to be rigged. Everything is going to be a massive cluster, because if he loses or his party loses, it's all been rigged. For some strange, ungodly reason, this man figures in his head, he thinks that there's no way he's going to be beat because everyone loves him.
Yeah.
And if he does get beat, it's because it was rigged.
Yeah.
Dude, you got 35% approval. Get over yourself.
Yeah. I mentioned the Indiana. That vote got beat, and that was the Republican that wanted to redistrict that.
Right.
In Maryland, they wanted to flip a Republican seat, and that was denied. So.
Take it to the people.
Yeah, take it to the people. Well, wait a second. That one, the Senate session ended on April 13th, and they didn't vote on it. But it's not. We weren't holding a gun to their head saying, "Please vote to do redistricting." It's the same thing as if. Okay, let's say that we elect a Republican governor. Well, I know I didn't vote for that Republican governor, but I know that there are a lot of Republicans in the state, and I'm just going to have to accept it. And it's the same thing with this vote.
Donald J. Trump. I'm going to tell the world right now.
I didn't either. So, but I have to accept it. I have to accept that he's the president. Yeah. So he won.
Twice.
Yeah. So I can't deny that. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'd like to apologize for the state of Michigan, but you can't just because you lose. Losing is not a sign that things are rigged. I'm sorry, it's not. It's well, I'm not so much anymore, but back in the day, I was a huge basketball fan. And every time the Pistons did bad, it was, it's refs. It's not them. They're just having, they just got bad calls. Well, that's just me. That's just me, sticking up for my team. But you can't really do that in politics.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Two other people took this really hard. So today, crybaby Mike Johnson, he's still wiping his tears and, this is unfair, and we're going to take this, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Again, it's all right when they do this shit.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not fair when the Democrats do it.
So, basically, they're saying it's okay if we, meaning congressmen, congresswomen, senators, we can do that. Right. We can tell you what you need to have. We can play your mother and tell you what's good for you. Yeah. But you can't tell us what's good for you. Right. It's one of those things where gerrymandering usually means the politicians are picking their voters instead of the voters picking their politicians, which is true.
That is very true.
But you went ahead and you gerrymandered in Texas. And it was kind of a dare. We're going to do this, and we're going to have all these extra seats, and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, yeah, we can do the same thing.
Well, the Democrats have had enough.
Yeah.
They've had enough. They are finally starting to fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
Do most Democrats agree with gerrymandering? I would have to say no.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
And I don't like it. because you're picking your people, and that's the whole thing is unfair.
Yeah.
But when they say that it's fair for them and not for the Democrats, screw you.
Yeah.
Gloves are off.
Yeah.
So anyways, large boy Don had a fit last night and today.
Yes.
And then Michael Johnson had a fit, and then on his podcast today, Steve Bannon went off. He's pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, he is really pissed, and he's blaming his own people. He's, and so he thinks they're going to lose the House and the Senate. And I'm not totally convinced that he's wrong.
No, I'm hoping he's right, but
yeah, me too. Yeah. So anyway, another thing that came across, and we'll just touch on this real quick. So in the last few days, some big names in the conservative talk, have come forward and started blasting Trump. That they just, he's horrible and he's this and he's that. Megyn Kelly jumped onto that bandwagon.
Yeah.
But
one of the big guys,
Tucker Carlson, formerly of Fake News Fox.
That's his nickname. Yeah.
That's his nickname. Yes. He just in the last few days, he has come out and he apologized, ladies and gentlemen. He apologized for supporting him and
helping him get an election. Yeah.
Too little, too late.
Yes.
I'm sorry. All of these talking heads that they knew what was going on, and now all of a sudden they're turning their head on him and turning their backs on him rather, and saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't realize that he was an idiot."
Yeah. Oh, and everybody's digging up little comments here and there from Tucker where he actually during that when Fox was sued for how much, $1 billion or something? Yeah, and they settled for like 800 million.
And he, by the way, he had, that's when he lost his job, wasn't it? He lost his job because of that.
But they had some behind the scenes things where he said he hated Trump.
Sure.
But he never said that on camera, and he was very much a person that put him out and made him look as best as he could.
Now, let's not forget that he also went out on the road last fall and helped Trump during his rallies.
Yeah, that's true.
Could not kiss up enough. All right, so now all of a sudden he's got a problem with him. I've got a problem still. I'm sorry. You can apologize all you want to. You guys knew all along what Trump was all about. They knew. They knew. And whether it be Sean Hannity, whether it be Tucker or what's her name?
Megyn Kelly.
Go down the list.
Yeah.
Go down the list.
Joe,
what's his face?
Oh, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, I'm not really sure whether he's a
flip-flopper.
He really is. It's like whatever way the wind blows. He's still...
2 weeks ago he hated him. Last week he was in the Oval Office standing behind
I don't know that he hated him, but he was saying what's going on with him, and is he ill, or what's happening, and all the people that were... not necessarily MAGA, but Make America First people. They ran word. Oh, that was it. That was it for them. They weren't ever going to. What were we thinking? And how did this happen? And where is that guy gone?
Yeah.
But
are you buying it?
No. I don't. I don't know. They all. Tucker's the only one that apologized, but I think Tucker has got future in mind.
Or
future maybe
goals.
Elections, maybe goals, maybe something else in mind. But some of them are more okay. I think he's sick, or okay. I think he's being led astray by people. Okay, right now, I'm against what he's always saying, but I love the man type thing, you know. It's like they're giving him all sorts of benefit for the doubts things, and some of them are saying, who could have known that he was going to do this stuff?
We didn't know he was a freak of nature.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Well, most everything he's done, he said he would do. I don't know that he's ever. That's what you guys liked about him. He doesn't lie. He's right out there in the open. Okay.
He is so human.
Yeah.
He's just, that's what we like about him.
Yeah. He's not a regular politician. He's not going to tell us one thing and do another.
He tells you how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like so, Tucker, keep your apologies, okay?
Yeah.
Keep your apologies. That's a little bit too little and a whole lot too late.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so that's our rant.
Yes.
That's our rant. Did you have anything else you want to rant about?
No, I think that was it for the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably could think of more, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm just not buying into the Tucker thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But to all of you out there, don't forget to like what you like. And subscribe. Yeah.
And for those that are watching this on the shorts, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Don't forget to leave a comment. I mean, be nice about it, okay? Just be nice about it. We're not professionals here. We're just a couple of old people that's just giving our opinions.
Yep.
So, by all means, give your opinion, but don't be nasty about it.
Yeah, we're venting, and you're allowed to vent too, but...
Absolutely. Just be nice. Just be nice.
Yeah.
Just be nice.
Yeah.
But seriously, thank you all for watching those shorts.
Yes.
We certainly appreciate that. Sometime, watch the long ones too.
Yeah.
Follow us too.
That'd be great.
By the end of the year, and here's our goal, and I mentioned it the other day, by the end of the year, we would like to have at least 3 subscribers.
I kind of want 5, but okay.
You want
but we'll set it for 5. We'll set it for 3.
Wow, aren't your expectations high?
I know, that is kind of sad. But
all right, thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a marvelous day, evening,
whatever time it is.